All right, hey everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Success. Thanks for joining us on the live stream today. It's Thursday, May 9th, and today we're going to be talking about how to sell your photos online. I'm going to take you guys through, show you how to set up digital products, packages, a la carte items, get a price list set up from scratch, get everything added together, and get that out and get it available to your clients. So thanks for jumping on here and hanging out with us. Got some of you guys already chatting with us. Dana, 24/7 Media Group says, hi guys. Hey, what's up? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Amy says, happy Thursday. Awesome. Yes, thank you guys so much for jumping on here. Also, too, I'm going to be showing the top 10 images currently from our spring-themed photo contest for the month of May. And if you guys have not entered yet, there is still time to enter. The links in the description below this video. Now, it's not just enough to enter the contest. You need to make sure that you are sharing this out with your friends and family on social media and getting votes to help you win that contest. Unfortunately, guys, this one is US only. And the way it's going to work is this. The top 10 images at the end of May, the images with the most votes, they're going to get judged by our panel of judges, and our judges are going to pick one of those winners to get a free year of Zenfolio. Or if you're already a Zenfolio member, we're just going to give you an account credit for the next year or this year, or however you want to set it up. Now, I'm going to announce the winners of the photo contest on the first Zenfolio Live in June. That's going to be June 6th. So, hey, while we're talking about this stuff today, make sure that you say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're from. If this is your first time joining us, make sure to click that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. We do live streams and site reviews every single week. And if you haven't submitted your site for a site review, that link is also in the description below as well. If you guys have already submitted your site, please be patient. I know there's so many people that want their site reviewed. We're actually booked out till like April of next year. So we're going to be doing site reviews the rest of this year. I promise I will get to you. I'm doing as many as I can, as fast as I can. Richard started helping me. And speaking of Richard, you guys show some love to Richard in the chat. He's there hanging out, helping me moderate, taking care of you guys, getting your questions over to me, and helping answer what he can answer there in the chat. So you guys make sure that you show Richard some love. But hey, before we jump into today's topic, let's go ahead and check out the contest, the current contest leaders. So these are the top 10 images currently in the contest with the most votes. We've actually got a tie for first. So in a tie for first, we've got Amy Caswell with 258 votes. Beautiful image here, the horse photo. Next, we have Marissa Hall with 258 votes. And then after that, we're going to have Norman Brim with 222 votes. You guys have submitted some amazing images for sure. There have been some beautiful photos. This is Trisha Smathers with 206 votes. And sorry guys if I'm saying these names. Wheeler with 188. Really cool photo here. I love the message behind this image as well. Next we've got Rich McPeak with 173 photos. A really cool photo of the bee here in the pollen. And then we have Carolyn Kamuta. Hopefully I said that right. Beautiful photo as well. Just some absolutely gorgeous photos you guys have been submitting. This is Jennifer Connect. Hopefully I said that right, Jennifer. If not, I'm really sorry if I got that wrong. And then last we've got Megan Resch with 152 votes. But let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. Like I said, guys, if you have not entered the contest yet, the link to enter is in the description below. You still have the end of this month to enter. But just keep in mind that the longer you wait to enter the contest, the less time you have to share that link out on social media and get people to vote for you. So make sure that once you enter, you are sharing that link out like crazy and asking people to vote for your image to help you win that contest. Thank you guys so much for all of you guys who had submitted your photos so far. They've been absolutely beautiful. If you have already submitted a photo, it's only one photo per photographer. So if you've already submitted one, we're only going to keep your earliest submission, just to let you know. All right, so let's jump in and talk about today's topic. So what we're talking about is about creating a price list from scratch. Now, if you guys are new to Zenfolio, or maybe you've been on Zenfolio for a little while and you haven't really gone in and played around with the e-commerce feature, that's one of the absolute most powerful things that Zenfolio has is our e-commerce feature, which allows you to connect with our integrated labs and let your clients purchase prints, photos, products, digital downloads, all from your gallery, and we'll handle all that back-end work from you. So what we're going to be creating today is we're going to be creating what's called a price list, and that's what's going to get your gallery to be able to sell images. So what we're going to be setting up is something that looks like this. So this is a client gallery, and we're going to be focusing on the price list side of it. So not the client view, but the price list side, actually choosing products, getting the price list set up. And so we're going to be focusing on mainly the quick shop, because this is what I believe is the most powerful shopping setup, because it's really easy. If a client wants this image as a 5x7, they don't even have to look. They just add it right to their cart right here. Now there are 2 shopping experiences, and we're going to talk about that later. And then maybe we'll do another live stream on how to customize your client's buying experience. But today we're going to be talking all about building this price list and creating something like this. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to create some digital products. So I'm going to take you through creating digital products. We're going to create some quick packages, and then we're going to bring that together, add some a la carte options on there, and put this price list and assign it to a gallery. If you guys have questions along the way, make sure that you get those in chat. I'm going to try to get through all this, and then I'll stop and I'll come back and answer your questions. Richard will be answering you guys in chat as well. But if you have questions, you don't have to wait till I'm done. If they're not even on the same topic, if you have questions about a totally different topic, make sure to get those in chat as well. All right, here we go. So we're going to start off by going to selling, and we're going to go down here to digital products. Now, I do want to point out that in order to get any of these selling features, you need to have at least a pro or premium account. If you have a premium account, that's a legacy account. You can definitely do most of what I'm going to show you. If you have a pro account, that's one of the newer ones. If you have anything below that, like a starter, a basic, an unlimited, you're not going to have access to the selling features, and you need to reach out to the support team and discuss your upgrading options with them. But we're going to start in here with digital products, and what we're going to do is we're going to create some digital products. Now, I already have some created in here, but I'm going to show you guys how to create a couple from scratch. So we're just going to go right here. We're going to click Add Products, and then we're going to give it a title. Now, when you're titling products, digital products, packages, anything that allows you to title it, you want to title it like this could only be the only piece of information that your clients see before they decide if they want to purchase this product or not. It doesn't really matter for digital products. I mean, it does, but it doesn't get that detailed. This is really important later on when we get to packages, and I'm going to show you guys that in a second. So just keep in mind, anywhere that you get the opportunity to title something, title it like it could be the only piece of information your clients get to see about that product before they decide to purchase it. With downloads, I'm just going to do a really simple single image download. All right, we're going to do something really simple. Let me go back and fix that really quick. There we go. And then we're just going to come down here. Now you can sell downloads of your videos. So if you do video as well as photography, which most of us have to do these days, you can sell downloads of your videos. You'll just need to set up a digital product here to do that. But for this one, I'm going to leave it set to photos. Now, next is the license. This is actually my favorite thing about our digital products feature, is that you can apply a license to these digital downloads, and when your clients are going through the checkout process, they actually are presented that license and they are supposed to read it. I know they probably don't, but they do have to agree to the terms of the license before they can purchase that digital download. And the coolest thing is that you can use our built-in licenses, or you can actually upload your own in the system and it will become available in this drop-down. So we're going to choose a license. Most people use royalty-free personal use, meaning that the client can pretty much do whatever they want with that photo as long as they're not selling it to somebody else or trying to make money off of it. That's what most people use. All right, but there are some other built-in ones here that you can use, and like I said, you can upload your own, and I'll show you where to do that in just a second. Now, next is image dimensions. This is going to be the size of the image that the client gets in the final download after they purchase this product. For most cases, I suggest leaving this set to original photo. That's going to let them download the actual photo that you uploaded into your Zenfolio account. And I want to pause right here for a second and talk about uploads. I recommend uploading the full resolution JPEG file as long as your internet speed can handle it. That way it will accommodate the print sizes that you're selling, and you don't have to worry about swapping images out with higher resolution photos later on down the road. If you need to upload smaller versions for upload speed or for whatever reason, that's definitely possible and there's a workflow. But in most cases, I recommend uploading that full resolution version so that you already have it in here when your clients buy the downloads or when they buy prints. All right. I'm going to uncheck the option to let the clients leave a note. Any type of little options like that where it could take a client down a wormhole or distract them, I try to turn that off and keep things simple. I'm a very big advocate of really simple and streamlined price list. And so anywhere I can keep things streamlined and remove options that are not super necessary, I try to do that. All right, so next what we're going to do is categories. I'm going to leave this set to downloads. It makes the most sense there. And then number of items required for the product. This is how many photos can they download after they pay for this product once. This is a single image download. We want to leave both of these numbers set to be 1 because we want them to pay for each image that they're buying. Now, I'll show you in a second how to do a full gallery download where they can buy all of the images in their gallery with one click, and that's where we're going to change these numbers. So next what we're going to do is just go down here to the bottom and click Save. All right, and apparently I've already used this title, so I'm just going to put an X right here. Actually, let's just do, we'll just put an X right here. Apparently I've already used this title, so I'm just going to have to modify it. All right, so I'm going to save that. And so that is right here, single image download X, and you can see it's not applied to any price list yet. Now next we're going to create a full gallery download, but before I do that, I was telling you guys about the license feature. Here is where you can upload and input your own licenses. If you click on licenses right over here, you can preview the ones that we have in here, or if you want to add your own, you just click add license, paste in your text. So I could say Robert's demo, paste in your text, blah, 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 blah. Go down, hit the save button, and now that's a license that will appear in that license drop-down menu that I was showing you. All right, so going back to digital products, next, let's create a full gallery download. So I could do this completely from scratch if I wanted. I can click add products, start completely from scratch, and make a new full gallery download. But I want to save you guys some time. And so what you can do is you can actually duplicate your single image download because you're probably going to be using most of the same settings. And this way you just have to go in and modify a few things. So if you come over here, you can hit the duplicate button right here. You can duplicate that. And then all we need to do is change this title up. So we're going to change this title to say full gallery download. So we're going to go full gallery download, leave the license the same, although I do want to show you, here's that new license that I created. We're going to leave the image dimensions the same, the category is going to be the same. The only thing that we're going to change is the number of items required for this product. Now, I'm going to leave the minimum number set to 1 because I don't want to put a low level cap on this. But what I do want to do is what I want to do is I'm going to change this maximum number to be a little bit higher than the average number of photos that I'm probably going to have in my gallery. So this is where it's going to take some kind of thinking on your part, right? If you're a wedding photographer, maybe the most images that you promise to your clients are, 500. So what you want to do is put this maximum number to be a little bit higher than the average number of photos that you're going to have in the gallery. Now, if you add a whole bunch, like if you put 2,000 images in here, your clients can go in different galleries and save images to their favorites, and then they might be able to download a bunch of images for one price that you never intended them to get. So what I try to encourage people to do is think about keeping this at a gallery level. And so for me, I would say that probably the maximum number of photos that a client might have in their gallery would probably be like 200 images. So what I'm going to do is set this to be higher than that, just in case I need some buffer room. So I'm going to say 350 here. And then we're going to choose this autofill from entire gallery option. And when we check this button, the way this product's going to work is when your clients select it in the gallery, it's going to take all of their photos up to 350 and automatically apply it to this product for them. If you leave that button unchecked, they have to manually drag it in, and I don't think that they're going to be very happy about that. So make sure that you check that button for this product. All right, so next what we're going to do is scroll down to the bottom. We're going to click the save button, and now we have those two digital products created. We have the full gallery download X that I just created, the single image download X that I just created. We have those two created. The really cool thing about our digital products feature is that you don't have to come back here and create more if you want to have different pricing structures for different client genres. You can add these two products into as many price lists and in as many packages as you want, and you can actually charge differently for each one. The only time you need to come back and create new digital products is if you're changing some of the settings that are applied. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into packages. I'm going to show you how to create a package. I'm going to show you how to title that package, how to make sure that you have digital products in there, and give you some things to think about when you're creating your packages so that when you create your final price list and you bring everything together, it is really streamlined and you're not going to have any client issues with shipping fees and things like that. So we're going to go back up to selling, and we're going to click on packages right here. And like I said, guys, if you have questions, make sure that you get those in the chat. Richard's going to be feeding those over to me, or he's probably even, I mean, Richard's pretty awesome. He's probably going to be answering you, but he's going to be feeding me your questions as well. And I'm going to come back after I finish all this because I don't want to try to jump back and forth, but I'm going to come back and take your guys' questions after I get this price list and all that set up. So please get those questions in there. Don't wait till I'm done. Make sure that you're getting those in the chat now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a package. Now, the first time you go to packages, you might see some packages in here. And packages and digital products are not available for purchase until they're put on a price list, and we're going to get to that next step. But the first thing we're going to do is create a package. Now, I like creating packages from scratch, especially when I'm demoing these out to people, because I want you to see some specific settings and ways of setting these up so that your price list is really streamlined, really easy for your clients to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from scratch. We're going to say add a new package, and actually let me delete this package A right here really quick. So I'm just going to delete that, and we're just, because I'm going to use that same name, but we're going to go up here and we're going to add a new package right here. And what we're going to do is come up here and give it a title. Now this is where my title recommendations really come into play. So this is where it's really, really important here to make sure that you're titling this thinking this is going to be the only piece of information my clients see, because in the quick shop, that is the only piece of information your clients are going to see. There's not a tooltip. And so if that just said bronze or gold, or if it just said package A, your clients are going to have no idea what they're getting in that package until they add it to their cart. So when you're creating that package, you want to think about that and title it accordingly so your clients know what they're getting. So we're going to go up here and give this a title. I'm just going to say PKGA, and we're going to say that in package A, the client gets 1 8x10, 2 5x7s, and we're going to say 1 free download. All right. All right, so now when the client sees that title, they're going to know it's a package, and they're going to know exactly what they're getting in that package, and there's no confusion about it. It tells us exactly what's in there. All right, so next is the currency. If you're in US, you're going to leave this at US dollars. Otherwise, choose the currency that you want to use here for your package. Now for package type, Zenfolio offers two different kinds of packages. The first one is a single image package, which means that no matter which product your clients choose, no matter which image your clients choose, that image is going to get taken and applied to all of the products that are in that package. The next one is a multi-image package. This would let clients choose different images for each product that's in the package, and you can even limit this to a unique number of images. So if you want to give them a choice of, hey, you can pick between 3 images, but that's it, you can do that. Or you can just leave this off. Now, if you're used to working directly with a lab and the lab gives you a cheaper price for a single image package and they charge you more for a multi-image package, that does not apply here in Zenfolio. The base cost of this package does not change regardless of if you're letting your clients only choose one image or if you're letting them choose a bunch of different images. It's still going to cost you the exact same. It never changes. Okay, so now we're going to go in and actually add the items to this package. So we're going to click Add Products. And the first time that you do that, you will probably see all vendors up here in the top right screen. And this is where we're going to really start being intentional with how we set up and create this price list, because there are some specific things that you want to keep in mind and that you want to use, some specific settings that you want to make sure that you keep consistent across the board. So the first thing that you want to do is never create a package or a price list from the all vendors screen. You want to make sure that you use one lab for your packages and the same lab for that a la carte price list, because if you use multiple labs, your clients have no idea that they're coming from multiple labs, but each lab is going to charge your clients their own shipping fee, and nobody wants that to happen. And so what you're going to do is click all vendors and then choose the vendor lab that you want to work with. All right. MPix and MPix Pro are both part of the Miller's family. If you don't have Miller's labs integrated, you'll need to upgrade to advanced, create a free Miller's account, and then reach out to the support team here, let them know, give them your Miller's account number, and we'll hook you up and integrate Miller's for you. For this demo, I'm going to be using MPix, and then what we're going to do is go through here and add these products that we need. So we're going to go to prints, and we're going to add in the 5x7 and the 8x10. So we're just clicking on those. And then what I'm going to do is click the Add Selected Products button right here at the bottom. And that's going to add those products into that package. Now, when you do that, the first option that you're going to see if you chose MPix is color correction right here. If you want to have color correction applied, go right ahead. That's perfectly fine. I use that for volume jobs when I'm going to be uploading my images pretty much straight out of camera. It's nice to have that color correction. If it's a portrait job or something where I'm going to be spending more time in post, I might turn that to do not enhance if I've spent a little bit more time on the job in post. But for things that I upload right out of camera, like events, volume jobs, I like to have that color correction on. Whatever setting you choose here, you just need to remember what that was when we go and we add this to a price list, because we need to keep the settings exactly the same on the price list. So we're going to go and have that color correction applied, and then we're going to come down here and set up some options on the prints themselves. So I like to only use one paper option. If you want to offer your clients a choice of paper options, you can. I like to keep it simple, just using that one paper option. Now, color conversion, currently it's set to let your clients choose. And what color conversion is it lets your clients do a black and white or a sepia tone conversion to your photo. As a photographer, I like to remain in creative control of my images. I personally turn this off, but you can totally leave this on. It's a personal preference. There's not a fee for it. You don't get charged for it. Your clients don't get charged for it. Cropping. Cropping, you can definitely let your clients adjust the cropping if you want. You can always preview the orders before they actually go to the lab and order approval if you have that turned on. Personally, I build my price list based on my camera's aspect ratio. If you're interested in that, do a search on our YouTube channel for building a better price list based on your camera's aspect ratio. When I do that, I offer products like 8x12s instead of 8x10s because those print sizes fit my photos perfectly, and then I turn off the client cropping and I set it to fit. But for this demonstration, we're just going to leave it to let the clients crop. Keep in mind that if your clients don't crop their photos, Zenfolio's default cropping is set to be center. So that means if you are offering 8x10s or 5x7s or 4x6s, those are all three different aspect ratio sizes, and you're going to want to shoot a little bit loose to allow room for that cropping, because if you shoot in really tight and your client buys an 8x10, you're probably going to get a head cropped off. So that's something that you want to think about. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And then what we're going to do now is bump that 5x7 up to be 2 right here, because I said that there were 2 in here, so 2 5x7s. And then we're going to come down here to the 8x10, and we're going to leave that quantity set to 1, but we need to go ahead and set up these options as well. Color conversion, no, and hit apply. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is add in this digital download right here. So we're going to go back up. We're going to go to add products, and then we're going to click right here and go down and choose your studio name. And this is where you'll find your digital downloads. So you're going to click on downloads, and I'm going to add in the single image X. Click the add selected products button down at the very bottom down here and add that in. And then we're going to set up the pricing for that. Now, when you add a digital product to a print package, you're going to see this warning pop up that says, this package will ship in 2 separate orders. What that means is it means that your digital products are going to be emailed by Zenfolio to your clients. It's going to come white gloved. It's going to look like it's coming from you. But the prints are going to be physically shipped to your clients. There's not a separate shipping fee. We're just letting you know that there are 2 separate delivery methods being used. All right, and then we're going to go down here to the bottom, and I put in that this digital download was free. So what I'm going to do is come up to the selling price that is under the print products and put the package price there for $25, so that when the clients add this to the shopping cart, that digital download shows up like it's free. All right, so now we're going to hit next. You can add in a description if you want. You can add some placeholder images. I usually don't do this because this stuff here does not show on the Quick Shop, which is the buying experience that I recommend using because it's so fast and so easy for your clients. So I don't set this up, but if you want to take the time to do this, you can. It is used in the Visit Shop section, so your clients can go and see a description and images. I personally don't use it. All right, so after that, we're going to click Next, and then we're going to hit Done. And now we have that package A set up right here. And then just like we did with digital products, if you have more packages to create, you can duplicate them and then modify the pricing and the products rather than starting from scratch each time. Now, if you have a lot of packages that you want to create, I would recommend starting with the absolute largest package you want to offer. And then that way, when you're finished, you can just duplicate it, remove the options, adjust the pricing, save, and repeat those steps until you've created all of the packages that you need. Now, just like digital products, these packages are not available for purchase until we add them to a price list, and that is what we're going to do right now. So we're going to go to a price list, add the digital products, the packages, add some a la carte options, and then I'm going to show you how to add that price list to a gallery and make that available to your clients. So we're going to go to Selling, click on Price List. Let me grab some water. Sorry guys, a lot to cover today, but it has been a while since I've done a total overview of selling and how to set everything up. And I wanted to make sure that I got something good out there for you guys that you could follow when you were setting up your selling. Okay, so here we are on the price list inside of Zenfolio, and there's 2 different options that you can use. The Add a New Price List option is going to create a pre-populated price list. Most of the cases, I don't prefer this option because I tend to end up removing a lot of the options that are there. I personally like to start off with a blank price list because I'd rather spend my time adding the products that I want than having to remove a bunch of stuff that I didn't want there in the first place. So we're going to go over to the add a blank price list option. And in Zenfolio, you can have as many different price lists as you want. The name is not that important. Your clients are never going to see it. What it is important for is for your internal organization. So if you photograph multiple genres of photography, maybe you shoot portraits, maybe you shoot weddings, maybe you shoot sports, chances are you're probably going to have different pricing structures for each genre. And so you're going to want to create a price list for each. And that's where that name comes in handy. That way you can name this price list so you know what genre of photography or what client group that you created it for. So we're going to click up here and I'm just going to call this Robert's, and maybe I won't even put my name in there. I'll just put, let's say this is my engagements price list. All right. So engagements price list. And the first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and add our packages in here because that's the easiest thing to add. They're already set up. They're already priced. All we have to do is add them. So we're going to click add products. We're already on our studio name. So that's where the packages is going to be right here. And then here is that package A. We're just going to grab it. And then down at the bottom, you guys can't see it. Let me get here. Down at the bottom, we'll just click the add selected products button. And that is going to add this to our price list. Now, like I said, it's already set up. The selling price is already there. Let me get back where you guys can see me here. The selling price is already put on here. So after we add that package in, that's pretty much all that we have to do. And so we're just going to go ahead and minimize this. And then we're going to go back up, click add products. And now we're going to add in our digital downloads right here. So we're going to click downloads. We're going to grab full gallery and single gallery. And then we're going to click on the add selected products list right down here at the bottom. There we go. All right, so now we have our full gallery and our single image download in here. Now we need to make sure that we set the pricing up for these, and then we're done with the digital downloads. So my strategy is to try to make it make sense for people to buy the full gallery download. So usually I'll do this single image download for, anywhere from like 25 to 50. That is not a price recommendation. You need to get involved in some local photography groups and know your local market and know your value. So the pricing that you see here in Zenfolio by default, whenever you create this stuff, is not recommended pricing. It's just to kind of give you an idea of how things work. Make sure that you know your local market pricing. Reach out to some local photographers in your area, get involved in some groups, and they will definitely be able to help you out with the pricing part of it. But like I said, for this, I'm just going to do 25 and let's say 300. And that's all we need to do to our digital downloads. The pricing's there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add our a la carte items next. So we're going to go back up here. We're going to click add products. We're going to switch over to the lab that we used to build our packages with. We're going to go with MPix. I'm going to go to prints, and then we're just going to grab some here really quick. So I'm going to grab wallets, 4x6s, 6x9s, 8x10s, and let's do an 8x12. I'm just grabbing some stuff at random, and then I'm going to click that add selected products button down here at the bottom. Okay. So now that we have those a la carte items added into the price list, what we're going to do first is kind of remove some of these paper options. Like I said, making it streamlined. I like to keep it really simple. One of the things that I always remove is that true digital black and white paper option, because while it makes sense to us as photographers to order that, if we were to order a color image on a black and white paper, we would expect to get a black and white print. I have had clients that were a little confused by that, so I always turn that option off, and then if they want black and white, they can just ask me for it. Okay, so now that we have those paper options turned off, let's talk about setting up the selling price for these a la carte items. So you can do that a couple of ways. You can go up to pricing and use our pricing formula. That will apply a fixed markup or a percentage-based markup to this entire category. You can do both, or either one. I usually start off with something like this. I'll round it up to 500% over the base cost, and then I'll set it to round up to the nearest dollar, and then I'll hit apply, and that's going to add a markup to every single product in this category. Right? So this is all the prints, they're all marked up, and then I'll kind of give it a reality check, because using that formula is a good way to start, but it's nice to go back, make sure that you go down there and you kind of fine tune it, because sometimes it'll make things too expensive. Sometimes it'll make things too cheap. So you're just going to come down here and kind of fine tune your price list. You can do it one of two ways. You can go to the profit and say, hey, you know what? I want to make at least $4 on a set of wallets. You can put the $4 in the profit section, and that will change your selling price to what your selling price needs to be. Or you can say, you know what? I know for a set of wallets, I can sell it for $8. You can set your selling price that way, and then it'll tell you what your profit would be. The selling price is what your clients see. The service fee is Zenfolio's service fee. The base price is what the lab charges, and then the profit is what gets deposited into your account after somebody purchases this product. All right, so after you've gone through those items, made sure that the pricing looks good, the next thing that you want to do is check the ordering options, which are going to be things like the color correction, color conversion, and that is found right up here under this little cog icon or gear icon, whichever you prefer to call it. So we're going to click that, and we have some additional options here, and this is again where you want to be really intentional, because there are some really specific ways that you want to set these options to make sure that your price list is nice and streamlined. So first of all, most important, that color correction. You want to make sure that you set it up to be exactly the same as what you set in your packages. Now you'll see here there's a third option. There's allow customers to select color correction. Regardless of it, whether you apply it or not, the one thing I want you guys to remember is please don't ever leave color correction to let your clients choose. For one, I feel like it looks slightly unprofessional if your clients are seeing options to color correct your photos. Just a personal thing. I don't want my clients seeing that option. But for two, we want to make sure that the print quality is consistent. And if you let them choose, they could choose to have one photo color corrected and then maybe forget to do it on another one, and then they're going to get inconsistent results. So we want to make sure that we take that variable out of the equation, set this up to match what we did in the package. Color conversion, this is that black and white sepia tone option again. Like I said before, there's not a cost for it. It doesn't really cause any issues. Just a personal preference for me. I want to remain in creative control of my images. I usually turn this off, but you can definitely leave it on. It's not going to cause any shipping issues or any pricing issues or anything like that. Die cutting, this is for your wallets. Again, this is an option that you want to choose one or the other. Just don't leave it to let your client select, because we want to keep results consistent. This is, do you want your wallets to be die cut to where your clients get them and they're already cut out? Or do you want to get them in the sheet form where the clients have to go in with scissors and cut them out? I definitely am not the best scissoring person, so I usually have my wallets die cut. Just make sure that your wallets are going to work with the cropping if you have that die cut option turned on. And then cropping, again, if you want to let your clients just adjust cropping, they can. Just keep in mind the Zenfolio default is set to center, so make sure that you're shooting loose to allow for that cropping if you're not selling print sizes that match your camera's aspect ratio. All right, after that, we're going to hit apply. And that is it for our print category. Now, really quick, I'm going to go back and add something else to this price list just because I want to show you this. We're going to go back and add products. And we're going to switch to the home decor category this time. And I'm just going to grab a metal. So make sure that you guys come in here and explore these. But there are lots of different options in here. So make sure you come and explore them. But the main thing that I want you guys to see is that anytime you add a new product category where it creates this new gray bar, you'll need to come in and set up the pricing and the order options, because they are controlled independently for each product category. So keep that in mind when you add new product categories. Okay, so now next what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Quick Shop products list down here. So this is the Quick Shop products list. This is what controls this section right here. Now, by default, it is set up to automatically add 10 products over here, but you can add a lot more than 10 products, and anywhere that you can be strategic and take advantage of things like this, I urge you to do that. So I'm going to turn off the automatic option, and I'm actually just going to grab everything that I have over here and add it to the list. So I'm going to click the first one, and then I'm going to hold Shift on my keyboard, scroll all the way down to the bottom, select the last one, and then add them all over here. And then you can adjust the order that they appear right over here by moving these up or down. My personal philosophy, whatever I have the highest profit margin on, that is what I move up to the top, because whatever I make the most money on, that's what I want my clients clicking on and buying the most. So that's what I put up top. Just my personal philosophy. You can put it in whatever order that you want. Okay, so we're almost done, guys, and then I'm going to jump on chat and try to get some questions. Sorry I went so long today, but hopefully you guys are finding this information helpful and it's giving you some stuff to think about setting up your price list and making sure that you are being strategic with how you set that up so that it has the most success and is really easy for your clients. But I promise I'm going to get to your guys' questions. Okay. So now we have the quick shop list set up. Another thing that I'm going to show you guys really quick, you can offer framing and mounting options. That's right here. You just need to turn them on and then set your pricing. Feel free to explore that. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is the price list settings. Right here, this is where your order approval settings are. And this is such a big and important feature to know about. Anytime that you create a price list, by default, this setting right here is set to none, which means that when your clients place an order, before it goes to the lab for fulfillment, you actually get an email and it comes to you and you get a chance to look it over and approve it. Super handy if you want to check your client's cropping. Really helpful if you're uploading smaller versions of your images and you want to be able to swap them out with higher resolution files. Not so helpful if you're doing a volume job where you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of orders coming through and you don't want to have to approve every one. So it's important to know how this works and the settings so that you can make sure that you set it up the way that you want. Now, if you want all of the orders to be approved automatically and go through straight to the lab, you can turn this right here to all orders and everything gets automatically approved. Or if you want to preview your print orders or whatever, you can go and say, okay, let's only automatically approve digital downloads, but all of the print products, I want to be able to approve them and check the cropping and all of that. All right. Really important to know how this works. It is set up per price list. So each price list can have different settings. So if you shoot volume jobs, you can have one that's set up for volume jobs versus portraits and weddings. All right, so now we're going to click the save button, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the bottom and we're going to click save and assign down here at the bottom. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a trick to this to automate your price list setup, right? So if you shoot multiple genres of photography, you need to create those client groups inside of your account. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second, because if you created this price list for a specific type of photography, you can assign this to that group. So that was my engagement. So if I go in here to clients and I go to 2019, I have an engagements group. I can actually assign this price list to that engagements group. And then anytime I add new engagement galleries into that group, it's going to automatically take that price list on, and it kind of automates that part of the process for me. All right, so let's go back into photos. And then what we're going to do is let's just go check out that gallery. So that's the John and Elizabeth gallery that's here. And if I click on this, you can see right here, it's the engagements price list. Preview. Let me show you guys what it looks like. We click on a photo. Oops, let me go back. I've probably changed something. So if you guys didn't know this, you can have different pricing on different photos. I change things all the time, so let me make sure that I have all of those following the gallery price list. Now we can go in here and preview this. And now when we click on one of these photos, we're going to see that price list that I just created right over here. All right, guys, that's it for the topics today. I'm going to jump on here on chat. catch back up. Sorry I went so long. Those of you guys who have hung out with me this long, I really appreciate it. Hopefully this information was helpful. Let me grab your guys' chat questions and answer those, and then I'll come back and try to say hi to some of you guys in chat. All right, Kevin Barrett says, can packages be self-fulfilled? Looks like it was briefly answered in chat, but absolutely, Kevin, you can create packages that contain self-fulfilled products. So if you're not familiar with self-fulfilled products, you just go up to selling, go to self-fulfilled products, and I've already have some created in here. There's a really good tutorial on our channel that's called Selling Anything You Want on Zenfolio. Go check that out. That will walk you through the entire process of creating self-fulfilled products. But then once you have those self-fulfilled products set up, you just need to create your packages using those self-fulfilled products. So if I go in here, I add a package, I'll say self-fulfilled PKGA. And I don't remember what I have, so I'm just going to title it that. Add the products, go right up here, click on your name, and then this is where you'll find those self-fulfilled products that you created. So you can just select those like this, add those in here, and then set your package pricing and save those onto your price list. And that is how you set up that self-fulfilled package. Oops, let me just add a price to this, $50. Next, and done. And so now that package is all going to be self-fulfilled. And again, if you have not set up self-fulfilled, if you're not familiar, go check out the Selling Anything You Want tutorial. It's on our channel. Just look up how to sell anything you want on Zenfolio. Now, just a heads up, it was created on the older photos page, so some things are going to look a little bit different, but once you get to that selling menu, everything is exactly the same and the process is exactly the same there. All right, let me go back. Let me see. 24/7 Media Group says, when a customer goes into Zenfolio, how can we set up a search option for event race numbers to eliminate customers sifting through the unnecessary photos? The competition offers it. Looks like it was briefly answered in chat. Hey, 24/7 Media, there are a couple of tutorials on our YouTube channel. Go, and I did a live stream on it. So go search on our YouTube channel for setting up a Zenfolio open event. That is the exact process that you're looking for. Basically, it's going to let people search by whatever you keyword the photos for, and then any photo that contains the keyword that they search for is going to pop up. So go check out the video tutorial, or if Richard can find it, get him to throw it in the chat. It's called Creating a Zenfolio Open Event. I did a live stream on it not too long ago, but there are also just some tutorial videos. Check those out. That will walk you through the process. I don't have enough time, unfortunately, to go through that process now, but those videos will really walk you through it step by step. Great question, though, you guys. Great questions today. Let's see. 24/7 Media Group. We have to deliver 125 photos to the client, but want 150 photos in the picture book. How do we charge and control the extra 25 photos? Looks like what you're going to want to do there is probably do a self-fulfilled product for the extra, the upgrade to the 25 photos. That's going to be a bit of a process. I'll have to walk you through that. So 24/7 Media Group, what I want you to do, shoot an email to Zenfolio support. You can just shoot that out. Go to the zenfolio.com/contact. Put attention Robert in the subject line. Send me that question. We'll go back and forth because I want to make sure that the solution I suggest is going to work the way that you want it to. So shoot me an email and I will get back with you and we'll talk about that and I'll help you set up a solution for that. All right. Great question, though. Awesome questions, you guys. Carol says, what flexibility do we have to make requests to the vendors to expand their availability templates? Example, greeting cards currently available with InPix is only Christmas or weddings. Carol, one of the things that you can do is you can create your own custom templates. You don't have to use just the greeting card templates that are available through the vendors. You can actually go in and create your own custom templates. There is a whole video series on our YouTube channel that discusses that process in depth. It's pretty easy to do. You can make your own designs in Photoshop, upload them, use them as templates, and it's right under selling. So if you go into selling, you can go in here to template designs, and this is where you would start creating your own. There's a video tutorial on the channel. Just look up custom templates and it will walk you through that process and show you exactly how to do it and how to set it up. There's even one of the videos that takes you through the process of creating a custom template in Photoshop. So I actually take you in Photoshop and show you how to create that template, how to get it in Zenfolio and get it offered to your clients. Great question though, for sure. Absolutely great question. All right, let's see. All right, let me check on you guys here in chat. A lot of you guys jumped on. Let me make sure I say hi to everybody here. We've got Tahoe Photo Booth Rentals hanging out with us. Thanks for jumping on here. Abe says hello from Brooklyn. Hey, Abe, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Kevin Barrett, can packages be self-fulfilled? I think I got you on that question. Oh, really quick, if you're watching the recorded version of this, make sure that you hit up the link below the video in the description that says questions for next week. That will bring you up to a form. You can submit a question and I will answer it the following week. I'm going to try to get to a couple of those questions here in just a second. Let me make sure that I'm caught up with you guys on chat. Let's see. All right, let's see. Hey, Forte is hanging out with us. She said, I spoke to my guy about having a custom app made. He said he can. Just letting you know. And it's amazing what he can do for the site. Sweet. That's good to hear, Forte. Awesome. I can't wait to hear the full update on that, but that's really cool. Let's see. Susan Cummings says, can you create one price list and assign it to the entire site rather than to each gallery individually? Hey, Suzanne, right? Yep, Suzanne. Absolutely, you can do that. You just need to, basically, if you want to assign it to the entire site, you can go to all photographs and assign it to all photographs. Just click on it. Go right up here to price list. Say allow ordering from my price list and choose the one that you want. I would not do it that way because there's a good chance that you're probably going to upload some galleries that you do not want to have a price list on. And if that's the case, what I would probably do is have a clients group or a selling group where you're going to have all of your selling galleries in there and then just assign the price list to that group there. So just by going to price list and assigning it that way. And then this way you still have sections in your account where maybe you want to upload your portfolio and you don't necessarily want to have a price list on your portfolio. And so this way you're creating sections in your account that have specific purposes, and it's just going to make it easier for you to keep your account organized that way. So hopefully that answers your question. If I need to go back and revisit that a little bit, definitely let me know, but it's totally possible to do. Really quick too, if you guys missed it, if you guys missed it at the beginning, I talked a little bit about the photo contest. If you're not entered, there is still time to enter. We're going to be running the contest through the entire month of May. If you've already entered, you can only enter one photo. If you haven't entered the contest yet, the link to enter is in the description below this video. Unfortunately, it is US only. Right now, we've had over 900 entries, you guys. That is crazy. 900 entries. I'm going to announce the winner of the photo contest on the first Zenfolio Live of June, which is June 6th. The winner gets a free 1-year subscription. So we're going to pay for your account for a year. You'll get a free account for a year with Zenfolio. That's what the winner gets. So the way it works is the top 10 photos with the most votes, they're going to get passed up to our panel of judges. And then once our judges are going to pick a winner from those top 10 photos. So it's not just enough to enter your photo and hope that people go in there and vote for you. Make sure that when you enter your photo, you get your share link, you copy that, and you're sharing that out on your social media, getting people to come and vote for your images. Because I really want somebody on Zenfolio Live to be announced to be the winner. I would love to see one of you guys win that photo contest. So make sure that you are sharing that share link out. Don't forget to share that share link out. Also, guys, we hit our 6,000 subscriber number last week. It was like right after Zenfolio Live last week. I checked it, and we're like at 6,022 subscribers. So I just want to take a few minutes and say thank you guys so much for constantly coming on here week after week and supporting us. Hopefully you guys get the same amount of value out of this as I get, just hanging out with you guys and chatting with you guys. You're such an awesome group of people, and I just want to say thank you so much for helping me with that. And if everybody watching right now could hit the like button, I would really appreciate that. That helps us keep this going week after week, because we want to make sure that we're able to do this every week for you guys, help you guys be successful here on Zenfolio. So thank you guys again so much for that. That goes for you guys who are watching the recorded version as well. We appreciate you guys as well so much. All right, just a few minutes left here. Let's see if I can grab an email question really quick. So this is a good one. How do I set up my sales tax? So you can set that up inside of your Zenfolio account. Unfortunately, I'm not a tax professional, so I can't tell you how you need to set up your sales tax. I can just tell you where to go to set it up. Now, if you're in the state of California, we're going to handle that for you. Everybody else, you need to go in and set up your sales tax. So what you're going to do is you're going to hover over your name up here in the top right corner, and you're going to click on account. And then what you're going to do is come down here to selling right behind my head right here. And then you're going to click on sales tax, and then you check the box that says I want to collect sales tax. Go down here, find your state, and then from here, once you select your state, you have a couple of options. You can charge sales tax by shipping destination, you can enter your zip code, or you can do a custom tax amount. Now, Zenfolio updates the tax codes every month for you, so we make sure that those are accurate and updated every month. And then what we do is, if you select shipping destination, the way sales tax is going to work is your clients are going to be charged sales tax based on the tax codes for Alaska on what they charge for sales tax based on that order's shipping destination. And then over on the right-hand side over here are the different products that sales tax will be charged on. You can select these or unselect them. Again, I'm not a tax professional. I can't tell you what options to choose, but this is where you go and select those options. So if you don't have a tax professional or a consultant that you work with, I would advise you to reach out to somebody, get a tax consultant to help you, let them know the options, and find out how you need to be doing this. That way you are set up and you're not worrying about this come next year during tax season. All right, let's go down here, and I'm just going to get back to the photos. We got like 2 minutes left. Let's see. Suzanne says, thanks, but no portfolio. We upload multiple groups of customer photos daily. We create new galleries for each group, but the pricing options are the same for every group. It never changes. So what you want to do, Suzanne, is just have one folder where you upload all of your groups into and set that folder's price list. And then every new group and gallery that you put inside of that folder or that group on Zenfolio is going to automatically take that price list on. Even if now you don't have a need for multiple sections, I would definitely probably still not advise to do it on the all photographs, but create a subgroup first, like a clients group, and do that. But as long as you set it up on a group, then anything that you upload or put inside of that group is going to automatically take that price list on and kind of automate that process for you. All right, let's see. Forte says, congratulations. Hey, thanks, Forte. I know you were a big part of that as well, so we appreciate you. You've been so awesome. Everybody who comes and hangs out with us every week, you guys are amazing. What an amazing group that has grown in the Zenfolio live chat. Kathleen said, it snowed in Minnesota last night. Y'all should come visit. Man, Kathleen, are you ever going to get spring? I would love to come up there, though. Like, snow right now is not sounding too bad. It's starting to get nasty hot here in North Carolina, to be honest. The humidity's starting to come up. It's starting to get really hot. Snow doesn't sound too bad at all, to be quite honest. All right, we've got about 50 seconds left. Let's see. Suzanne says this has been a great experience. Make sure that you subscribe, Suzanne. Come back. Like I said, we do these every week. And then on Tuesdays, same time, we do the site review. So make sure that you check those out. All right, guys. Thanks again so much for hanging out with me today. Make sure that you take some time this week to go be a positive encouragement to somebody. Go do something positive. Be there for a friend, encourage somebody, help somebody with their photography career, give them some constructive criticism in a loving way. Make sure that you are putting positivity out there and working together to make this world a better place, because we know that it needs it. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out, and I will see you all next Thursday. Hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button. And if you're watching the recorded version of this and you'd like to learn more about Zenfolio, I recommend watching some of the videos that you should see popping up on your screen.